Hello students, in this video we will be factorizing cubic polynomials by the hit and trial method, which means that we will list down the possible factors looking at the constant of the polynomial and try each and every possible factor. The first factor that we get of the polynomial, we'll use that to solve or to get the factors of the polynomial using the long division method. Let's begin with the first problem. So first problem is x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. So we'll put let p of x be equal to x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. Okay. Now looking at the last constant, the constant over here, the constant is 5 over here, and if we list down the possible factors, we can put it down as the possible factors of p of x are 1 plus or minus 1 and 5. Okay, so there are 4 possible factors of p of x, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 5. Okay, so what we do is by trial we have to find out which one is actually a factor. These are possible factors. We don't know whether they are really factors or not. So what we'll do is at x equal to 1 we'll check how much it is. So p of 1 equal to 1 whole cube minus 3 into 1 whole square minus 9 into 1 minus 5. 1 whole cube comes to 1, minus 3 into 1 square comes to minus 3, minus 9 into 1 gives us minus 9 and minus 5. So 1 minus 3 is minus 2, minus 2, minus 9, minus 11, minus 11, minus 5, minus 16. So p of 1 is not equal to 0. Therefore we can say x minus 1 is not a factor of p of x. Now we move to x equal to minus 1 and we'll check p of minus 1. So minus 1 whole cube minus 3 into minus 1 whole square minus 9 into minus 1 minus 5. Minus 1 whole cube comes to minus 9 minus 1, minus 3 into minus 1 whole square gives us minus 3, minus 9 into minus 1 gives us plus 9, and this will be minus 5. So minus 1 and minus 3 gives us minus 4, minus 4 and minus 5 gives us minus 9, minus 9 and plus 9 gives us 0. So this implies that x plus 1 is a factor of p of x. Now that x of 1 plus 1 is a factor of p of x, what we can do is we'll take this as g of x, and this is obviously our p of x. So we'll divide x plus 1, we'll divide p of x by x plus 1. Okay, so what is p of x? X cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. Okay, now in this division we have done normal division, we know how to do that, but with variables this would be the first time that we would be learning how to do it with a cubic polynomial. So let's start with the first one. Just like normal division, we look at what is there in as our dividend, and we look at what is in the divisor. So we need x cube first, and we have got x over here. Okay, now remember one thing, that both these terms get multiplied with this to give you some answer. Okay, so it is not just individually. Yes, we look at x, when we look at x cube, we look at the first term over here, we see x cube, and if we want to cancel this x cube out, we need x cube over here. So how do we get x cube when in our divisor we have got x plus 1? So we look at x, the variable x. For this to become x cube, we will need an x square in the quotient. Okay, x into x square gives us x cube. Yes, this is positive. The sign over here whether this is positive or negative, is decided by the sign in the divisor of the dividend. If it is positive over here, the quotient also will be positive. If it is negative over here, the quotient also will be negative, unless otherwise the the divisor is a negative. But in this case it is positive, so, and this is also positive, so we need something positive in the quotient. So x into x square gives us x cube. And then what we also do is, this plus 1 is there, this plus 1 also gets multiplied with x square. Plus 1 into x square will give us x square, and then x square comes below this 3x square, and we write it over here as x square, and this will be plus x square. Okay. Now we see that both are positive, but if we add them up, we'll get 2x cube, and that is not our objective. Our objective is to continue going further with the division, and we don't want to leave behind any remainders, at least at the start. So what we do is we look to cancel out the terms, and the only way to do it is by getting opposite signs. So over here we will have to change the signs. So when we change the sign, it is not just for one, we have to change the sign for both the terms. So if we put minus over here, this, remember, this is positive. If we put minus over here, this also becomes negative. And now we solve, or we carry out the subtraction operation with the new signs we've got. So x cube, it will be minus x cube. So this, we put a line over here because it comes to 0. This will be minus 3x square and minus x square. So that comes to minus 4x square. And just like normal division, we bring this minus 9x down. Okay. Our next step is to see what we need next. We need 4x square, but we have x. Okay. So what we do is, we need an x, because x into x gives us x square, but we also need minus 4. So for that, what we do is we multiply it with minus 4x. Okay. So x into minus 4x gives us minus 4x square. See, I told you that the sign in the quotient is influenced or dictated or is decided by the sign that is present in the dividend. The sign over here was negative, hence we needed a negative sign in the quotient to get negative 4x square. Okay. Now that we have got 4x square, not forget this plus 1 which is there, which also needs to get multiplied with minus 4x. So when we do that, we will get minus 4x under minus 9x. Now we need to get rid of 4x square. So what we, minus 4x square. So what we do is we change the sign, and changing of the sign has to be throughout. And minus 4x plus 4x square cancels, and we are left with minus 9x plus 4x, which will give us minus 5x, minus being the sign of the greater number over here, that is 9. And we bring down minus 5. Okay. And last we have x and minus 5x. So the variable is the same, the power of the variable is the same. All we need is minus 5 over there. So we just multiply it with minus 5. Once again, the sign is decided by what is there in the divisor. X into minus 5 gives us minus 5x, and plus 1 into minus 5 gives us minus 5. We change the sign, both get cancelled, and we are left with remainder, that is 0. When the remainder is 0, we can say that this is a factor. So now we can put that our p of x, which is x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5, we can put down the factors, is as equal to x plus 1, because that was the first factor we found, and the other factor being x square minus 4x minus 5. Okay. Now that's not the end. We still need to get factors in this form, x plus something else. So this is a form of quadratic equation, and we can do that by splitting the middle term. And if we have a look, we'll write this x plus 1 over here. X square minus 4x minus 5. 5 minus 5 into 1 gives us minus 5. Now there is minus sign over here in the constant, and there is minus sign in the middle term. Whenever there is a minus sign at the end or at the constant, I told you that means the two terms that we get is a difference between two numbers. The sign tells you, the sign of the middle term, tells you what will be the sign of the greater number in that case. So here it is negative, which means the sign of the greater number is going to be negative. So if factors of 5 is easy, 5 into is just basically 5. 5 into 5 we give 5 and 5. So which means we can easily put this as 5 into 1, with 5 being the negative number, the greater number. So x square minus 5x minus 1x minus 5. We can even leave it as minus x. Okay. So x plus 1, and here we'll put a bigger bracket over here because we'll have to take something common. So between these two we get x common. We are left with x minus 5. We take a negative sign common over here with negative 1, and we are left with x, this would be plus over here. Okay, cancel this part. So the factors of this would be x plus 1 into x square minus 5x plus 1x minus 5. Okay, minus 5x plus 1x gives us minus 4x. This can be written further as x plus 1 into, we'll take x common between the two, x minus 5 we are left with, and here we'll take plus 1 common, and that's x minus 5 that we are left with. Then we take out what is common first, that is x minus 5 in both the cases, and we are left with x plus 1. So these are the factors of x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. Got it? So this is how we get factors of a cubic polynomial using the division method. But first we need to just check for which are the possible factor. The first factor that we get by using the hit and trial method. The reason why we call hit and trial method is because we don't know, we are just checking. Okay, based on the constant that we have, we are just checking which of these may be a possible factor of the given polynomial, and the first factor that we find is more than enough for us to carry out the division, because all these get multiplied to give you this particular polynomial. Hence we can carry out the division between the polynomial, because if you have a look, see, if you have a look over here, if I put this down as this is actually nothing but p of x. Okay, p of x is equal to this, and this entire thing is nothing but this. So if I bring this x plus 1 down, okay, like say p of x, I continue and I bring x plus 1 down as a division, I will get x square minus 4x minus 5. Got it? And that is the same thing what we are doing here, and based on this we are dividing it. So we divide x plus 1 in the denominator becomes our divisor, and p of x in the numerator becomes our dividend. And when we divide this, we get x square minus 4x minus 5, which upon further factorization we get x minus 5 into x plus 1. Okay, so that is the reason why we go in for this long division. If you have liked the video, please hit the like button. Do not forget to share it with your friends and classmates. Also, do not forget to subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon to be notified when a new video is uploaded. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.